Hi everyone. Wow, it's good to be back here. So it has been for a while that I've uploaded any video. Just as I said to you guys that I'll be off on a voyage in the realm. Yes, to give a better video of life level of life manifestation direct from the realm because it I'm just all out passionate about this. I'm just all here for you guys and for those who really understand and know what they really want, that if they want this. And also, in the voyage of the realm that I've been, also, I was given a book which I've written. So, it's 27 Days Prosperity Mystery. So, it's now ready. You can go read it. It's an ebook, so you can get the link on my bio. So you can get the link on my bio. So just go through it and thank me later, you know. And also, what's extended my, being off this to this point, I was also, blessed recently again with a new grandchild, a new grandbaby by God's grace. So my daughter and the husband, so I have to go and visit them in Chicago. So I've been there also. So guys, but so good to be back here and also with greater level of manifestations, to be given out to you guys, my fans and also followers. Okay, so guys, but before we go into some of those, manifestation level up like alchemist videos, there is a question that was asked in the last video that I did, which was the part 1, part 2, part 3 of Marriage is the Role of Men. So this question was actually very, very deep, questions like, to my DM, but there's this particular one that really, caught my attention. So I believe if this can be like, answered, it will, answer the whole other, questions. I know marriage has been something that most people, even most youth, they dread, they're afraid of it. You understand? So I using this avenue that when I'm back, I'll answer this question. And the question is marriage good or not? So if this question is thrown to the public, many people will have diverse questions, reaction, answers, and all. But I'm going to give a kind of talk about this based on the science and spirituality of these questions. So I'm answering it on that. And I expect those of you who are truth seekers to get it. If you don't want to listen to follow bit by bit what I'm saying to understand it, or you just want to come from the aspect of maybe judgment, you won't understand, you won't know what I'm saying, and you will remain in that, and it can't be even useful to you. Because I think it is also said, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Yes. So the truth that you don't want to know, that you discard away, can't even set you free. Yes. So the question is marriage good or not? Now, depending on the type of marriage, actually, depending on the type of marriage you are going into, most people have learned this thing of like trying to go into marriages of this trend that is happening now, forgetting that you cannot go into marriage bypassing the real marriage. It's just like someone that's trying to go to school, yes, and don't really want to go to the real school, how they go to school. So just want to, like, don't want to go today, don't want to go online, but just decide to, like, okay, I have the money, I can pay through my way and get the certificates. I can do that in any country, or I have the power. So most people like the shortcut way. Actually, it's just like you having an LG TV, and those of you outside the country, maybe you have a Philip product TV. And every TV has a manual. Every product of a manufacturer has a manual. So when the manual is attached to that product you want to go into, enjoy, you have to go through the manual. If you want to use that product out of the manual of the manufacturer, guess what? The products are malfunctioning no matter what you try. No matter, you say, oh, I'm a tech person, oh, I've been using a series of type of TV, so I don't really need the manual, I can do what I want to do, but still, you start having issues. So, marriage actually is something beyond, it's an institution that is beyond our understanding. It's an institution that is beyond the physical. It's an institution beyond every other institutions we have. It's a sacred spiritual institution. I don't know if until when people start getting this. And when we're talking about, a sacred spiritual institution, people easily like that, they say, okay, maybe it's Christianity, or they say it's maybe Islamic, or they call religions. Please, actually, marriage is even not any religion, but it's a sacred spiritual covenant between God and man. That is the foundation it was built on. And that foundation have a voice. Every foundation have a voice. It speaks. When you are going into it, if you're not going into the real one that was created, this, and you call it a marriage between man and woman, this foundation of the real one starts speaking against what you say you are setting up, that you have called a marriage. Actually, most marriage that's going on now are not even marriages as the foundation or the founder created it. Because when God agreed to this, the agreement between God and man, there were rules he gave to the man, and the rules that he gave to the woman that decided to come into it, to join the man, to run into it, and to men that decide to want to come into it, that this is what they want. That is why if you watch, marriage is by choice. God have never forced anyone that it's a must, you must get married, either you're a man or you're a woman. It's a society that even gives all those pressures and judgments, actually. So, if this is the original marriage, and also now on this foundation, there is something they call divine alignment of lineages. The man and the woman has to come under or from a divine alignment of lineages, now paired together from the realm for a purpose. Every marriage opens a portal for a purpose of the lineages that have passed and the ones that are to come, for a purpose. So marriage is not, so if this alignment is not even there from the man and the woman, there's a problem. It's not the original marriage. And if the marriage is not on the foundation of the real one that was created, there is a problem. So in the next video, we'll talk about this original marriage that is created on the sacredness of covenants, and also the marriages that we created now that they call marriages, that is giving the headache and the scare that most people are having. Guys, follow me. Let's go to the next. Okay, so also in this original marriage, which is the sacred marriage, that of the foundation, the sacred marriage between God and man. Okay, So this sacred marriage also not only about the alignment that it gives, that it, or that it expects alignment of the man and the woman, divine alignment woman and the man from lineage. Actually, that is why the story of the Adam sleeping and the ribs from his side, it's all like a proverb of the spirit realm for the physical. That means not the man on the head and not the woman on the bottom, but they are side by side. They are aligned divinely, side by side, for a balance. A balance. Now, this alignment of balance is from lineages, is arranged from divine alignment from lineages. When these two accurately come together, that is why you see in the ancient time, so many spiritual researches are done before two people comes together. Even some countries to do that. Now, if such is done, every marriage, the real marriage, actually every marriage opens a portal. Immediately a man and a woman comes together. Now, this opens a portal, but because it is from the original marriage, that is the one with a sacred spiritual foundation and the divine alignment, this portal is open. The portal is a good portal, and that portal, lots of goodness come through that portal. A portal is an access, an opening of going and coming. So of the realm of the spirit to the physical and so forth. So, but because it's portal, now that portal is now divine, is divinely arranged for good ancestral spirits to come through, good holy the holy guardian angels, the spirits, yes, of God, the sovereign spirit, yes, coming through to help this set of this divine lineage that are now come together for a purpose to be enacted, which is very important for the past lineages and the lineages to come, and the present one, which is them and the children that will be passing through that portal to come, so that they will be free from torment, and they can have all the needed support and strength to fulfill the purpose for the sake of their past lineages and the ones to come. So it is deep. We can't even talk about that today. So if now, let's now go to the one that is the marriages that they create today, which are like fake marriages. If you like, go to the court, go to wedding, have a wedding, in the church, you go to court and everything is legalized. But in the realm of the spirit, it is counted as fake marriage, because if it's not aligned on this foundation of this sacredness of foundation of God, between God and man, it is the heavens, the realm does not really know about it. So, but when those kind of wrong marriages, or like fake marriages, or self-made marriages comes together, a wrong portal is open, and the portal that is open, that is why you see some marriages, no matter how they try, even some go for counseling, marriage counseling, they believe, okay, they are in love or this or that, but the portal has been opened, which wrong forces pass through that portal into their marriages, demonic forces, wrong Asian forces that are supposed to work against them, even to their present lineage, which is them and their children that is passing through them, and even affecting, disrupting their past lineages, and also because there's a disruption. It's just like when somebody is teleporting to time and space when it is not supposed to be so, trying to work, obstruct things. So it causes obstruction. Be it as it may, science and spirituality is what rules the world. We ourselves, we are science, pure science and spirituality. That's what we are made up of. pure alchemist, so of life. So this is still something that still, is very, very important. Even though when majority run away from this truth, they just want to, I'm just this physical, I'm just human. Human is physical. No, human is just not physical. Human, we are spirit beings. We are spirit beings. Yes. So you can't run away from this, all this truth, no matter what you're trying to just try to put yourself so physical. The more you put yourself so physical, the more you even have compounded issues, and you tell yourself lies that your life is okay. So, and but those are the truth. Truth still rules the world, you know. So sounds like, how does truth rule the world? Yes, no matter how lies look as if the truth still have its way to suppress and break through and have its way. Yeah. So now, right, in these self-made marriages, it has caused a lot of obstruction in marriages. So sometimes you see some men like, oh, they know the rules, that's and they just like, okay, it's equality now, and they're trying to make the marriage very, very equal. Like equality in the realm is different from the equality they talk about in the physical. So they try to like, okay, the woman can just do how they like, and they too can do how they like. There are a lot of things that they do in marriages these days, and they feel maybe if it's that simple, the marriage will work. But they still find out that it's still crashing. The man can even be so submissive to the point that even the woman is like the one, that tell the man move and don't move and don't move. The man feel that will make the marriage work, but still crashes. And then you see, some women also feel that, oh, okay, I can, the submissiveness that God is talking about is not just to lay your dominionship, is to take it to an extreme edge of turning to a slave. And maybe that will make their marriage work. You're telling yourself lie, it still crashes. So it's not about all those things. Yes. Some even go to the point that maybe the man knows that yes, the man is asked to cherish. That is to serve. For you to cherish, to serve. The woman is asked to submit. That is to serve. Both of them are supposed to serve each other. Yeah, so now the man knows that you're supposed to cherish with all you have, to cherish the woman, lay a good foundation for the woman to strive to lay her dominionship down for you, to strive and you feel that maybe it's just a woman, I can maneuver. Maybe or I don't have, or you don't even want to like bother to have. She have, so let her do everything. You think you can cheat and maneuver with it. You will start seeing issues will start arising. Then some women like, okay, you are supposed to submit your dominionship. You have been given the choice, right, to go into marriage or not to go. So if you know you don't want to submit your dominionship, God is not judging you. You say yes. You say don't. Then choose not to enter into the marriage. But you think you can enter into the marriage. You don't want to submit your dominionship down, and you want to use your dominionship to strive to the highest, level. But you still feel that you can eat your cake and still have it, but you still want to enter into marriage and still have it. You start seeing issues start arising. So there are lots of issues that you cannot even you can't even talk about, because there are a lot of dangers that it has really caused this same issue of these self-made marriages. And most of those self-made marriages are embedded under maybe security. Some are looking for security, that's why they created their own marriage. Some say it's love and they created their own marriage. And some look at maybe economy, their status, their family. Maybe they don't have much in their family, they don't have much, they've been impoverished and they want to get out of it. And some even political, they want to like, okay, I want this to get married to this so that we can build, our political power and all this stuff. And those are the self-made marriages that, So actually, these are, some of the intentions that that lead people into going into these self-made marriages. And also, the self-made marriages are also like influenced by choice, a lot of choices anyway, that that people, you know that lead people actually to go into these marriages. Because one of the influence of people's choices are like desperation, sometimes uh, peer pressure, family, can be from family, maybe from friends. You see a mother or parents like pressurizing someone, their daughter also or their son, to go into marriage, maybe for the sake of to have a grandchild, or maybe for the sake of, maybe, oh, my friends, I want to prove to my friends that I you know I I bring you up very well. I want you to go into marriage now. What are you waiting for? Do you want people, especially the females, have even more pressures. You want people to feel that you are just like, a loose woman that just like that. You have to go into marriage. I want my friends to know that, yes. In fact, I want, so they just, family pressure. Then sometimes peer pressures, especially when you start seeing all your friends, your mates, like going into marriage and all this kind of stuff. And before you know, you are like, under serious pressure. So the society, the community, the families, yeah, the world makes you to see it as, if you're not married, you are like nothing, or you don't have voice, or you can. No, it's the word, but God did not say that. So whatsoever God have not made to be, because we are all made by God, right? So whatsoever God have not made to be, we can't say that those things are there, are so. So, but we created so many of these chaos to destroy people, because when some of those societal pressures, come upon people, they lose guard, they get distracted. So now, quote me right, I never said that it is not good to get married. Marriage is good. What God has created is good, but the self-made marriage is very, very bad. In fact, very, very dangerous. We know so many, many dangerous things, things that have happened to so many people that have gone into these self-made marriages. Some we even hear them when it is already too late, because most people, even to the point, they keep it secret. The smile out there, and the secret in the nighttime, or in the secret when they weep a lot, and they don't even want to tell. Even some are so even so worse, to the point that they can't even tell their family. They can't even tell their best friend whatsoever they have been going through. So until when the whole thing is disastrous and cannot be told, then we start hearing it. So some goes to extreme measures to try to, like, okay, let them think, manage their marriage because of the same pressure. They don't want the judgment of the society. But what I'm saying is that it is better you are on your own, alone, than going into self-made marriage that this is bad, and you're going into it, and you will be endangered. When I say being endangered, it can be a man and it can be a woman. We know how many men that have been endangered because of these self-made wrong marriages, and this women too who have been endangered too out of this. So it is better you take your time to go into your research. Your research should always be on the basis of what God has ordained, the sacred marriage foundation that have been built. You go through that, make sure that you are aligned, divinely aligned by lineage to that other person before you're going into it. So those are the things. You can't even say now there are some other choice things that influence choice. Now love, some say, okay, I'm in love. Actually, does love really have to be a criteria of choosing your marriage? Now, some people will say, why is she talking about, so if you don't like someone, can you go into marry the person? Say, hello, if you are aligned, divinely aligned, that's natural. Love is a chemistry. Let me tell you, it's a science, it's a chemistry, it's a chemical that is secreted in your mind. It's a chemistry that is secreted in your mind. And when this chemistry is secreted, it goes straight into your system of your body, how you feel and everything, start influencing you. Then you say you are in love. So in in this context, in this context, actually, love should not be the first character, because when you are aligned, it shouldn't be love should not be the first character. Because if you are aligned, surely there will be a chemistry that your brain will surely, because the spiritual and the science and spirituality works together, it will surely be secreted. That chemistry for love, the chemical reaction for love, will be secreted in your brain and will start to move you, all your body, all flowing, all your nervous system, and you start saying that you guys are in love. So it shouldn't be the first thing that is the criteria. So even some of the love that people even think they're in love, because they count so many things that make them sure, very, 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 very sure that yes, this is, love. That it is not even infatuation. But at the end, even some are even total infatuation. Maybe the way the man spends a lot of money on them, and that's why they feel that they love. Or maybe because how the person is so famous, or how the person, maybe the person is a choleric person, how he does with people, he's so respectful. That's why they feel that they're in love. And when those things are no more there, you know, they even found out it wasn't love. And some is out of pity. There's something that they pity about the person, and they're trying to help the person, and they feel that they're in love. So actually, love is even a mirage. That is another very, very deep topic for another day. Actually, be it as it may, that it is important. The chemical reaction of the brain sometimes it is something different from what everything we name these days, that this is love, 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 love. So that is another influence that can, influence people's choices. And also, another thing that influence people's choices is maybe they just want to, go to a point of, people pleasers. They just want to please the people, or please the parents, please their friends, or they just want to like please the person. So they don't want to say no. If I say no, this person will be hurt. We've been together, and they just go into the marriage. These self-made marriages. And some are also another influencing of choices of people that creates self-made marriage is novice. There are some people who are like totally novice of everything about even marriage, and so they just agree to anything. So, and there are these ones that they call I don't care, whatever. Oh, is it marriage? Is it age? Oh, this is my age now, so it's time for marriage. Oh, okay, I get someone, then I go into marriage. I got someone that I feel like compatible with, and I get into marriage. So there are this lot of all these self-made marriages, and of course all the chaos they actually cause in the society. And something we should always know, that our choice is very, very powerful. We shouldn't let whatsoever influence our choices, because our choice is actually our destiny. That thing that make you to have that choice within you, right, is your destiny. But when you let it to be influenced, your choice to be influenced by what you see out there, or what you hear, and the pressures of whatever, that means you are allowing your destiny to be shifted, or you are putting yourself to be endangered. Yes, your choice is a power that God have given unto us for our destiny. So what you are made to be comes within you with choices. Actually, it's something to be it's something to be guarded. Actually, very, very, so much. Actually, even with your guardian holy angels, yes, because that is why that's the topic for another day anyway. The day a child is born, the child is given a guardian holy angel. So it's just about you, your choice. And when we talk about this, choice is powerful. So that is why the world find every way to influence it. So actually, in the power of choices, not all that glitters are gold. this is majorly something that we should know as humans, because when you look at the society we are in now, there are a lot of deception. So when you let deception, which is one of the things that influence the choices that causes the self-made marriages, if you allow it to influence your choice, then also you later find your life as you are coming up, growing up, already grown up, or getting to your elderly age, or in life, as far as the journey of life for manifestation is concerned in science and spirituality, you start seeing things that you know that this is not the real you, or these things are things that messed up your life because of some of your choices. So sometimes it might not even be only in the aspect of marriage, but always remember, whatever you see in the society, also in the aspect of deception. I think deception is one that works more, that so somehow in the subconscious mind influences the people's choices. So sometimes when those things affect your subconscious minds and influence your choices, and you think those choices are directly from you, or you don't know that it is from your subconscious mind, because it has been influenced by the deception of what you see in the society. Like, for example, a young girl that you don't know if your destiny to make a choice to go into marriage, if you're destined to make a choice to go into marriage, you're going to achieve a lot in that marriage, and you're going to achieve the natural divine blessings of the sacred marriage foundation that you've enacted by your lineage and the next lineages also, actually, because you will be rewarded. Yes, you will be rewarded very well. So now, but if you are not destined to, if you're younger, you're not destined to go into marriage, maybe from within you, you made the choice not to go into marriage, then also you have a purpose to serve that is in that aspect. And of course, you will be also rewarded in that aspect. But guess what? Do you know there are you can be a young girl that you have the choice, just want to, you are eager that when you are grown, or when as you're grown, you just want to get into marriage, and people like decide, why do you want to go into marriage now? Or do you think marriage is everything that will make you to be? Without marriage you can be, without a man you can be. Yeah, we're not talking about without a man a woman can be or not be, or maybe a man can be without a woman. But if is the question you should ask, is this your own choice? Then they start telling you that, okay, so somebody, so person is not into marriage, and it's up to how old, and maybe that person decide not to marry, and you decide, okay, maybe you will not change your choice of going into marriage that you have ever had within you naturally, and you've been nurturing. Then you say, okay, you don't want to go into marriage. Now, you don't even know either person that say don't want to go into marriage that you are seeing in the society. Maybe some ladies don't want to go into marriage because that is their own destiny choice. It will all go well for them because it is there. But if it's not your own destiny, you go and join those, it will not all go well for you. And some, you see them in society, they don't want to go into marriage, and they start sounding it as if, oh, it is about a man, that they don't need a man, and they're just lying, and they're doing all those things. Some of them are HIV positive, and they don't, because they've discovered that, so they decide they don't want to go into any marriage, because maybe they couldn't find a correspondent kind of partner, that maybe the body found, but their own type of man, they can't find it in that region, so they decide to stay alone. So whatever they see, you will see them, they might get married, it might even be 50, 60, and some of them don't even find, and they stay there, they will tell you, no, it's their own decision, that's the seat. Now you don't know why that person decide that. That is what I mean here. The person might be maybe sick. So you don't want any communication. You don't want to even get married. Maybe even some even do it for childbearing. You don't want to give birth, and you don't know that maybe it's positive, and you don't want to extend it to the child. Even though when you know that there can be drugs to be given to the mother to prevent mother to child, infection, prevention from mother to child. But you see, some of them just say they don't want their child to go through that shit because during breastfeeding they can't even breastfeed, so they just stay on their own. And so you can decide your own choice, but you don't know what is going on in that other person's life secretly, because no matter how you think you know some of those people you see in the social light or the society, you don't know them all. Even people you see in your family, you can't even know them all until they tell you who and what they are going through, actually of a genuinity. But without that, you can't even know the truth. Yes, actually. So if you now look at that and get into decide I'm not going to marry, you see, you will have a friction in your journey of life in young. Then you might be a young girl or a young person that you know that yes, actually yours is that you don't want to get married. You have the natural choice. And people start saying, why won't you want to get married? That is demonic. Oh, why will you say that? No, 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 no. Remember, every choice you have naturally is your destiny, which God has given you. But the society, the world, which is the devil, has the way to tell you that that choice you have is the one that is wrong. Now go to the other side, they will still tell you that it is wrong. So now you can even see some aunties, maybe that you've known, that are showing you that marriage is the in thing. They show you their rings, they show you their marriage, but most of them are even lying. Some of them smile and they open, and in the night time they cry, they weep when they see single. I've seen married women that see single women, and they are very furious because they want those single women to get married and go through what they are going through. That's what one even said. They're just going free and are like that, and and feel that they're happy because they actually are not really happy. So someone like that now showing you that marriage, and you change your choice that you want to get into marriage, you will have friction. Then some are genuinely the right marriage actually, and they are doing very well, and your choice from childhood is that you don't want to get married, but you look at that person that is doing well in the marriage and you want to change your choice. That person might be that is our destiny to go into marriage. That is our choice. And your own choice is not to, which you have said before that you don't want to get married. That is where your alignment, divine alignment and reward and achievement is. So let's try to, understand based on the question that it is asked, that is marriage good or not? If we can follow all those things and be very careful to watch our choices not to be influenced by the society, even giving birth. I've seen many stories of people trying to tell people that they are virgins when they get married and they are not baby mamas. What is the society trying to do? What are they trying to do? To tell the other young girls who maybe are baby mamas or who get pregnant that they should go and abort. And when you find out the truth about it, you see so many of them even went for abortion severally before they get married. So that is what God even calls self-righteousness. So they want to be righteous before the world, but before God, they don't care the filthiness that God has seen in them. So they want you, that God is saying that you have done well for keeping your own baby, that you have done wrongly, before the world, that you're not righteous. But before God, God's looking, because you never murdered, you have done rightly. So I am not saying that just going to be a baby mama or going to be a single mother is okay. But I am saying that you cannot say this is okay and this one is not okay. What you are destined to do in life is what is, if you are aligned in that divinity alignment, that is what is okay, good before God. So we should not let the society and the world pressurize us in telling us what it should be our choice. That is what I'm saying here. If your choice is that you don't want to get married but you want to have children, you are free. that God give us freedom of choice.